We're breaking out of the studio again today. I thought I'd just come outside because it is so beautiful. Hopefully you followed me over here from my short, and I have two amazing books to talk about today. So we are double booked. Both historical fiction, and I'd probably say that if you liked a book like Refugee by alangratz or Inside Out and Back Again by Tanalai, I think that's correct. Well, this book is definitely for you. I think you'll love it. The basic idea with this book has a lot to do with like your family and what lengths you would go to keep your family safe. This book is My Brother's Keeper by Julie Lee, and it is amazing. 12-year-old Sora is told to run in the middle of the night with her little brother who's 8 years old and no one else. She's just like, get out. She's like told to leave. They must try to escape North Korea's oppressive, communist regime on their own in 1950. And the reason I keep saying this is because this is after World War II, but it is a period of time in history that isn't widely covered in school. It's usually history that you have to go for on your own, finding out more about other wars, other situations, other conflicts. So that's another thing that makes this story particularly unique. All they know is that they need to head south in order to maybe survive. Sora is amazing. She is a really just stellar, spectacular, amazing character. She is very brave, she's smart, she's careful, she's fierce, absolutely fierce when it comes to protecting her brother. That is a new bird sound. I got to tell you about this book. Every page had me holding my breath. I mean, every page just is like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And the part that I said before that is probably the most astonishing in this book is that it's really based on the author's mom's real life escape from North Korea. So it is intense, it's powerful, and it's worth your time 100%. It's unforgettable. It will be one of those just books that stays with you, like birds just like zooming in here. So it's survival, it's history, it's got just tremendous heart, and that's all packed into one, story, one book. So if you like stories that feel real and make you feel a whole spectrum of feelings, this book is 100% for you. It might be a little hard to find, and I say that because it is a backlist title, meaning it's a little bit older, and so you might have to put it on your reading list and keep a lookout for it at used bookstores, and see if you can get your hands on it. Might be that it's in your library, your local library as well, so I would encourage you to check that out. Bonus about this book, it includes historical notes from the author, it includes photographs of the author's mother, it has a glossary of Korean words, and it includes a timeline, which is really helpful in understanding kind of the scope of for her mother's, of the story, just overall, just what was going on in the world at the time. So that is another bonus and another reason you should, I think, have the book. If you love a book where, the characters maybe are just facing the worst possible situation, but somehow they come out stronger, then this book is for you. Blackbird Girls is by Anne Blankman, and it is one that you've really got to read. It starts with an explosion, and that explosion is in fact the Chernobyl disaster of 1986. The two girls are Oksana and Valentina, and they are enemies at school. They have been raised to distrust each other and to not even really be too worried about, just being mean to each other. It's accepted because they are enemies. So when the nuclear power plant melts down, that is the Chernobyl disaster, their city is evacuated, and they end up, Valentina and Oksana, they end up fleeing together. They are sent to live with a grandmother who is hiding her own history, her own story, her own painful backstory, one that is connected to World War II. And slowly the girls start to put this puzzle together. They start to learn the truth about the past and about each other and about what real bravery looks like. So, what's it a story of? Well, it is a story of survival. It's also a story of friendship. It's also a story about family and forgiveness. And yeah, the whole spectrum there. The other thing that I have to tell you is there are not, I've been a librarian for 40 years, okay? There are not many books that are about Chernobyl, especially ones that are this well told. In fact, I can't really off the top of my head, this is the only one that really stands out. So this is so amazing because of the topic. So we say this a lot, we say with historical fiction that it somehow brings light to dark places. I hear that often, but it's true. The truth of it is that it sheds what might be called an understanding. You kind of get it. You sort of go, okay, this happened, and these were the consequences. This is what was happening on the world stage, and that's what makes this book so compelling. You don't really know how incredible it is, and that alone makes it so unique. Both of these are really excellent. I've had students that have reread them because they enjoyed the storyline and the details and the emotional journeys for all of the characters involved. Both of these amazing books. So I hope you give them a try. Have read these books, let me know in the comments what you thought, or if you have any comparable books. Do you say comparable or do you say comparable? I don't know. Comparable? If you have some other books that you would suggest that are read-alikes, let me know in the comments. I think these both are very unique. Thanks for joining me on another episode, and I will see you in the next video. So in the meantime, keep reading. Click like and subscribe because that is so motivating, and I really appreciate it.